All right, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakorash, give honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim. While Akwath, learning and teaching in truth and sincerity. Another video through the Spirit, your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. Modern day Madness Prophecies. I'm going to be starting with this, Christian clip. The Christians are very hypocritical. Here it is. White Christians and black Christians, they've had all this time to try to get the world together and force everybody to be good little followers of Jesus. Yet they've been bull crapping and not taking the words serious, and are essentially act and live the same as the regular secular people of the world. So now that they see the Israelites popping up, stealing some of what they feel is their coattail shine, now they want to get out and be teachers of the Bible. Well, it's too little, it's too late, like Elder Apostle Ramlab did in his video. So I'm going to let this little clip play.
The next thing has to do with the human genome. People are talking about black Israelite and this and that, and want to make Jesus white, and want to make him a lot of different things. You didn't go back far enough. If I read my Bible right, the human genome has its convergence in our historical past on a boat with a man named Noah and 3 sons all sharing the same genome. That means I don't care whether you call yourself a black Israelite, a white Aryan, or a supremacist, or whatever you call yourself to give yourself ideological supremacy over another human genetic creation. It doesn't matter. Only 8 people got on the boat, and of the 8 people who got off, the fatherhood went back to Noah. And so all of us come from Noah, and you go beyond Noah and you come up with a man named Adam. So it doesn't matter how you divide according to pigment. The reality is all of us are related in humankind, and only in Christ are you related as a new creation in Christ Jesus. So I say there's 2 people in the earth, those that are born again and those who are not born again. Now let's talk race. If you're going to talk race, you have to talk the race of the new man versus the old man born out of Adam. And there's only one way to get into the new man, and I just got to say it for the record. There's no other name under heaven whereby men can be saved except the name of Jesus.
He didn't say nothing. He didn't even finish his initial point that we all come from Abraham. So I'm not even going to be debating the particulars of what he said. Just the simple fact that now these Christians find themselves trying to be, authoritarian teachers when they've had all this time, and all they've done with it was promote paganism and sexual lewdness. That's all these modern churches have done. And now that the Israelites are out on the street, now they want to all of a sudden get out and preach. Well, once again, it's too late. And that's why, taking it here to Paul, they're not preaching sincerely. If they truly cared about people understanding the Bible, the things that we've been bringing out, they would have gone into, right? They would have learned, they would have been going into the interlinear of words, right? Now they want to go into a blue letter, in which, as far as if I remember the story correctly, Elder Apostle Tahar started doing that first. They really directly get that from us here out of Great Millstone. Now they want to try to explain something in Daniel and Revelation. Where were y'all at decades ago? All right, so Philippians 1 and 15. Start here. It says, some indeed preach Mashiach, even of envy and strife, and some also of goodwill. The ones of strife are the false teachers. The ones of goodwill, obviously, are the righteous teachers. This movement against us is one of strife put together by those who are envious. They're seeing, and even though not every Israelite that wakes up is right, has a correct, the truth, right? We know that from Ezekiel 37, the bones and whatnot. The fact that there's this massive awakening of Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans to the scriptures, they're envious because they're losing money, right? They're losing numbers, so it's hurting their pockets. They wanted to stop. Verse 16, the one preached Mashiach of contention, not sincerely, supposing to add affliction to my bonds. but the other of love, knowing that I'm set for the defense of the gospel. Right. So they don't preach sincerely. They're preaching in a way trying to reconstrict us back to Esau, Edom, slave, plantation Christianity. All right. And we're preaching of love, the true love, the fact that salvation is for the ones that are being afflicted the most in this planet. And to carry on with that, because we're going to shift to the next topic, further proof. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans were the most hated people in the earth, yet the most copied, mimicked, right? All that good stuff. And that is a fulfillment of prophecy. And we're going to see in this clip that's about to play out. No matter where we go, no matter where we are, you know, proverbs and bywords and reproaches are placed upon us, right? We have a low status, even though everyone likes to make use of us. Meanwhile, the real demon of the earth, the real bad guy, is loved, worshipped, and his way of life is upheld in the world. And it's crazy. Right here.
Go back to your country. Go back to your country, nigger. We don't welcome black people. Black people should go. Go back to Africa. You look so fucking ugly with your dark skin color. Go back to Africa. 回到中国去好吗？ Go back to your country. Nigger, 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 nigger. Do you eat watermelon? I'm going to send this to my boyfriend because he's white and he's your master.
Little was said, but a lot was explained. Where did she learn that word from? We know who she learned it from. From the people who are running the planet right now, the so-called white man. Like she said, her boyfriend, who she said is our masters, did a little song and dance for us. Now, who taught her that our skin, that darker skin, is ugly? Who has taught the world that? Who has taught the world to call dark-skinned people, specifically from the west coast of Africa, that were slaves in America, that N-word? Where did she learn that? She's all the way across the planet in China. Why is she using a word that is originated, insult, out of America? Who did she learn that from? So we learn a couple things. You know, we learn what nation is controlling the world, the so-called white man, right? His spirit is what everybody follows. And then we also see that there's a universal hatred upon us, the Israelites, wherever we go. And this is a fulfillment of prophecy. The fact that we would be cursed and we would be in the land of our enemies for what? A proverb and a byword. Matter of fact, I want to get let's do this. I'll type them in separate. I know there's several spots. There's Deuteronomy. There's Psalms. I just want to double check something. Yeah, 44 and 14. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll get both of them. Deuteronomy 28 and 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. What does that term byword mean? Why is it that wherever Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans go, they're treated as such? It says the meaning something that has become proverbial, usually in a satirical or bad sense, right? A bad sense proverb. That is what we have become. Let's see. 1 second. Yeah, I knew this was going to be a big definition. Let's see if we can find the one that fits. Okay, proverb. Yeah, literally words put forth. So we've become a word put forth. Yeah, okay. Pro or per verbum. Yep. A forward word. So people, as soon as they see us, they say something about us. An adage. Right? And ours has become negative in the world. And this is a fulfillment of the curses. So that fat, bald-headed black guy, what he was talking about on that podium was null and void. We are the Israelites. If the world was all love, why do we get treated as such? Here it is. He's teaching you that love everybody. Jesus, love me, this I know type of spirit. Meanwhile, nobody in the world practices that, and we don't experience that. Would not the Bible explain these things to us? It does. So now what do you need? The proper teachers, which are the Israelites. Beginning here at Great Millstone, whether you like it or not. These people don't know how to break down the scriptures. We do. Psalms 44, and I'm going to start at 11. It says, Thou hast given us like sheep, appointed for meat, and hast scattered us among the heathen. So we are in lands that are ran by our enemies. We find ourselves subject to them. And with that, we're at the bottom of the social caste system universally. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, wherever we go, regardless of our finances. Thou sellest thy people for naught, and dost not increase thy wealth by their price. Thou makest us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a derision to them that are round about us. What is a reproach? These are more ways that we know that we are the Israelites, no matter what people say, no matter what they think. A rebuke, a blame. Are they not blaming the Negroes specifically for the collapse of America? It's our fault. And to fix America, something must be done about us. Is that not the consensus right now? It says contempt, disgrace, shame, bring up against. All these things, y'all. We're verbally persecuted on a day-to-day basis wherever we go. Made to be what is that? We're defamed wherever we go. Right? Thou makest us a byword among the heathen, a shaking of the head among the people. Everywhere we go, people talk down on us and are in disgust and shame of us. Even the so-called good ones, right? You Christians can't explain it, but we can. And you know what's funny concerning this chick? Yeah, concerning her singing the nigger song. That's how we know that the so-called Chinese are Moab and the so-called white man are Edomites, because these two famously like to mate with each other. And the Asians, Chinese specifically, and Japanese too, which is Ammon, they love to follow Edom's culture, which is in the scriptures. And both of them are going to be punished for how they treat us, the Israelites. Where is that at, y'all? Bet you, ooh-wee. Y'all trust. Look, don't believe anything any of these scoffers say. We have the truth. Fuck what all they talking about. These scriptures break down everything to us. We got it down to a T, y'all. You better believe it. Ezekiel 25:7. Behold, I will stretch out mine hand upon thee, and will deliver thee for a spoil to the heathen, and I will cut thee off from the people, and I will cause thee to perish out of the countries. I will destroy thee, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord. So, double check. Excuse me. This is being aimed at Ammon, actually. You read up here at the top of the verse. This is being aimed at Ammon. Now, verse 8 is where we get what I came here for. So the Ammonites, they're fucked up too. They're not the Israelites, but they that's why they get treated like shit. Verse 8, it says, Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai power, because that Moab, the Chinese, and Seir, Edom, do say, Behold, the house of Judah is like unto all the heathen. What does this mean? Like she just said, her and her boyfriend, right? She was making fun of us, our condition, the Israelites, the house of Israel, right? Israel included with that. They're saying, behold, we're like unto the heathen. This is an insult. They're down bad. They're disgraced. They're nothing. They're lower class. Did she not just make fun of us? Did she not just say she was going to go celebrate with her white boyfriend? Moab and Edom. Moab and Seir, right? The Asians have a low opinion of black people which they have learned, especially the ones that come to this country, to treat us, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, in a negative fashion. They've learned that from Zaddy. So now what? Verse 8 or verse 9, therefore, behold, I will open the side of Moab from the cities which are on his frontiers, the glory of the country, Beth Jeshemoth, Baal Ma'an, and Kiriathim. And so this was, prophecy, the fact that they were going to get fucked up out of their lands, which they did. And they're going to get touched up again, y'all. Don't believe for 1 second that this was a one-time prophecy, because we also have it in 2nd Esdras. You can go read in the 15th chapter. It says, woe unto thee, Asia, because basically they've taken on the pride of Babylon, right? So I just thought that was funny, man. Hey, they got it back then, they're gonna get it again too. So now we'll jump to the last topic. So I have this one right here. It's gonna be one clip and then just this picture. I'll just let this one show. It's just playing some music. It says, man who convinced children his, says private were a popsicle granted bail. So he even, it's funny, y'all, I'm walking into the store and I have a live example of Edom and Moab in front of me. You can't make it up. You literally can't make it up. I'm literally, if I could turn my camera on, I'm in here at Meyer. I just stopped in here to get some Moab and Ammon, older couple. Crazy. Anyway, this guy, look at him. Doesn't he look so unassuming? I thought these were the good ones. I thought these people were, something special and holy and royal. And look what he was doing to youngins. It says Trevor Hendershot, 37 of Woodstock, Ontario. Oh, Canada, of course. Had been released on bail with strict conditions after facing multiple charges involving minors from 2022, supposedly convincing children his, what, was a popsicle. So how about that, y'all? Absolute. So they let this guy out on bond, y'all. Everyone points the finger at us, but you have a real bad guy in the earth, and his name is Esau Edom, and you're looking right at one. This guy is supposed to get decimated, utterly atomized, molecularly deconstructed. And I got another clip. They've convinced everyone that they're good, jolly, polished, nice people, and they're just not.
People love it.
Yeah.
People love pickleball.
You want to hear something crazy? Really crazy? I shouldn't even tell you this. I was going to murder all of you today. I was going to murder all of you, and now I'm having the nicest time. And you realize, take a second and think before you make these choices. You're nice people.
Oh shit.
You're really nice people. And I was going to slaughter you. Oh, just slaughter all of you. Slaughter you up. Slaughter you away.
When?
But
You're kidding.
I don't know, this afternoon. I do this a lot. I go camping and I go up to people. I'm just kidding, man. You're on my new show. I go up to people that are camping and I tell them I'm going to slaughter them. And then they get rightfully scared. You're on my show. It's a show. It's okay if it's a show. It's a whoa. Hey, stop judging.
So, he wasn't playing. He was being serious. The reception obviously wasn't, what he liked, so he tried to recover. These people, they're the ones you need to watch out for. Truth be told, truth be said, that they convinced the world otherwise. He's a man of blood, y'all. He puts a smile on his face, and he has a knife in his back, or a knife at your back. We'll go right here to Sirach 19. This man has a way of hiding himself, y'all, making himself look like, unassuming nobody, and he's a whole fucking demon on the inside, y'all. He has everybody pointing the finger at us, calling us names, and he's really out here doing things to people. But he puts a LOL behind it and drops your guard. Sirach 19:26. There's a wicked man that hangeth down his head sadly, but inwardly he is full of deceit. casting down his countenance and making as if he heard not. Where he is not known, he will do thee a mischief before thou be aware. And if for want of power he be hindered from sinning, yet he findeth opportunity. Yet when he findeth opportunity, he will do evil. He is a man of evil. He will pretend to be nice. He will pretend to be good. He'll pretend to be just a lab worker. He'll pretend to just be a postman. And when night falls, he's doing things to your children. He's pulling strings. He's a man of blood. And he's put on a mask that so well, it fits so good upon him that you people fucking fall for it every time. It's amazing, y'all. Amazing. Hey, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim. Rakakorash, to honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all the elect Akim, Aqua, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Shalom.